This changed my life. I know in the initial stages when I used to teach, the results we used to produce, it's not that it didn't get into the head, it did. There was a period I used to walk around thinking that I was doing great things in life. One story and one incident changed my life. Even before we go into human engineering, I would love if this story and this incident can also transform your life. It seems a crow was flying, holding a piece of meat between its beak. And very soon it saw many other birds were chasing the crow. The further and further it kept flying, more and more birds were chasing, till it eventually occurred to the crow, they are all not chasing me, they are chasing the piece of meat I am holding between my beak. It opened and dropped that piece of meat, and as that piece of meat was falling, all the other birds went after that falling piece of meat. Alone in the sky, it seems the crow remarked, in dropping that piece of meat, I gained the freedom of the skies. The entire sky became mine. And that piece of meat in our life is our ego. We think the world is against us. We think the world is nasty with us. We think the world is hurting us. But it is actually the ego which is going through all these things. I'm not giving you a very sophisticated philosophy. I'm just sharing with you a very simple understanding. When ego comes, everything else, including your peace of mind, goes. When ego comes, everything else goes. When ego goes, everything else comes. The freedom with which you can live your life. Because as long as your ego is involved with the world, you have to live your life as if your own shadow is chasing you. You live in this eternal need to prove yourself to the world, which you don't have to. You are accountable to your Creator, not to every next stranger you cross in life. You are accountable to your conscience. You are accountable to truth. You are accountable to the magnificence with which you have been created as a human being. But we live our life in this eternal need to prove ourselves to every individual, not realizing if you expect everybody to be happy with you, you can never be at peace with yourself. Because it's impractical that everybody can be happy with you, and yet your ego puts this demand on you. So all I request is, drop all your labels, drop all your ego identities, and purely sit there as a seeker, wanting to get transformed. It doesn't matter about the 100 ideas that gets discussed in the program. One idea, one trigger, something in this 90 minutes, let it come and hit you, and that will be a transformation. And the day is made that your life and my life cross today. My dear friends, your time for awakening had come. I happen to be the voice behind the wisdom that can awaken you. If your life and my life did not cross, you would have still been awakened with the same wisdom, which would have come to you through some other channel. So I don't stand here with any sense of status, but with a tremendous sense of responsibility, with the collective human potential that is sitting in front of me. We should not miss this opportunity for transformation. It's not about the speaker. It's about the potential life that you can live.